y'all, it's Kate from The Lifestyle Lady. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about product empties, things I've used. There's two exceptions, I think, products where I haven't quite used them through to empties. I find this is a really good way to feed back to you, my followers, things that I've really enjoyed using or things I thought, well, not so much. I'm going to talk about this. Now, if you've been following me a while, you'll know that this is like, I hate to use the word cult product, but it's just something I love. I am never, ever, ever without. It is the Body Shop's Chamomile Silky Cleansing Oil. Now, I am yet to find any product that can remove makeup, and I mean both face makeup, eye makeup, the whole shebang. If you are someone who doesn't really like oil per se, you can also buy it in a balm form. If you've been following me a while, you will know that I am an absolute advocate of the double cleanse, especially in the evenings, because even if you are not a makeup wearer, please tell me you're a sunscreen wearer. And so the first cleanse removes all makeup, debris, sunscreen, oil deposits, grease on your skin. And this is the second cleanse, which cleans your skin, effectively cleans out the pores. Now, I tend to use what I showed you earlier, the cleansing oil is my first cleanse, and then I sometimes I tend to use my more luxurious cleanser as a second, because I feel like that's really what's penetrating my skin. Now, one of the skincare meccas or goddesses or complete experts that I follow, Caroline Hirons, she brought out this product, which is my second empties, which I picked up at Target, and I know that they have Pixie stores in the UK and Europe, and you can also buy online. And this is the double cleanse. So this effectively is what I'm talking about, and you can see there is not an iota left. It's divided, I don't know if you can see it because of the light. One side was a cleansing sort of oil, thicker than that oil because you had to put it on, and the second was a balm, or cream, excuse me. The first one was a solid oil balm, the second was a cream. So effectively use number one, put it over your face to penetrate through and break down mascara or sunscreen or whatever it is, take it off, and then apply the second one and remove it. And that is a way of really getting your skin clean. I know lots of people say to me, I'm so busy, I don't have time, but everyone has time to wash their face twice, particularly in the evenings. And trust me, the benefits of doing this, you will thank me for it. Is this, we have another one in our shower at the moment and another one on backup. This is the Origins Ginseng Refreshing Scrub Cleanser. This is gorgeous. It smells of oranges. It's a great thing to put on your face in the morning. I will tell you, it is a fan of mine and Mr. L's. We both use it, and it's just a great way to wake your skin up and your face in the morning. What I like about it is a scrub, but it's not too aggressive, so it doesn't leave your skin feeling too red or raw. So really good. Keeping on with skincare, again, another Lifestyle Lady love. It is this. If this is Sunday Riley's Good Genes. It's a lactic acid treatment. If you are of a certain age and not using a lactic acid, I suggest you try one. This is a really good place to start because it's not a huge percentage of lactic acid. It really is good at exfoliating, plumping, and helping with the appearance of fine lines. It isn't the cheapest product. You could just use it 2 or 3 times a week. I tend to use it after my cleanse and tone in the morning. It's a really good one. But I do urge you, it is an acid treatment. Perhaps ask for a sample at a store just to make sure your skin doesn't disagree with it. It shouldn't do. I've got fairly sensitive skin, and I have got very sensitive skin, and my skin's been okay. Keeping up with the Sunday Riley, another one of my favorites. It's my light nighttime retinol. It is the Lunar Oil, the sleeping oil. Yes, it's blue. It's blue when you apply it to the skin, but it soaks in within seconds, so you don't really notice the blue. It certainly doesn't bother me. It's a retinol. It reduces the appearance of pores and fine lines. I do suffer with larger pores on my nose. I've noticed that they're slightly reduced when I'm very religious about using this. So I use this like a serum, and really it's all I need at night. At the moment, I'm noticing that I've been adding a cream just because my skin is very dry. I think it's because it's been cooler. So you're in more of the heating, etc. just dries your skin out. Next is this. It's Molton Brown's Rhubarb and Rose hand cream. Oh, goodness me, delightful. Let me tell you a little bit about this. I came across this fragrance when my brother-in-law and sister-in-law came to visit, and they bought me a hand wash and hand cream to go next to my sink. And I tell you, I gave it and I was a goner, and I was just like, it's very seldom I'm like addicted to a fragrance. Well, it's just the rhubarb in this. It's just, I don't know, it just reminds me of home, and I just love it, and I love the pink, funnily enough. And so this was a hand cream I had in my car and I would use it religiously every day. I'm more than disappointed that it's empty, so I'm going to have to order some more. Molten Brown do just some fantastic fragrances in body creams and all that sort of thing, so I will definitely be hopefully purchasing another one of those. Hopefully they still do it. Next I'm going to move on to hair, dry shampoo. This one is a goodie, dry shampoo by Dry Bar. We're focusing in on that, perfect. This is great, mainly for the fragrance. I don't know what Dry Bar, they're a bit like Obey. I don't know what they put in their products, but oh my goodness, it makes your hair refresh and smell gorgeous. Love the sample, love this kind of travel sample size of this. You can chuck it in your purse, you can take it on travel. It's a goodie. It's a goodie, it's a goodie, it's a goodie. So moving on to makeup, and this one I'm going to talk about is the Bobbi Brown Eye Opening Mascara. Now, I think in a video probably several months ago, I talked about loving this. And my feeling about it is very much the same. My only criticism of it, which I think may have been my criticism then, is that it dries out very quickly. And so I would urge you to only buy it in the smaller size, which you can do, rather than the big size. And I kind of am an advocate of that generally. I'm sort of an advocate of that generally in all mascaras, because I just think it's seldom you can get through a whole tube of mascara in the time you're supposed to have it before it expires, allegedly. Also, they dry out, especially if you live in a climate like I do. Also, because women tend to be a culprit of the pump rather than the twist. If you pump, you put too much air in, which makes your mascara clumpy. Now, the only issue with the travel size of this is because of the size of the wand, which I love because it's a supersonic wand, you know, in terms of the bristles and the thickness. The product does get gloopy. It has a fantastic impact upon the eyes, but it does get gloopy. So I do tend to put it in a cup of hot water just to try and loosen things up. But again, if you were looking for an eye-opening mascara with impact, this is a goodie. It's typical Bobbi Brown, excellent. Next one, lip treatments. I love these. This one particularly, it's in the colour Tulip. It is, let's see, it's gone to pan. I've got a little bit on the bottom here. Look at that colour. It's almost matching my nails. Now that does look a little scary when you see it there, but on the lips it is so pretty, especially if you're fair-haired and sort of a blonde and fair-skinned. I love these. The feeling of them against your lips is just moisturising, nurturing, comfortable. The shades are lovely. There's a good shade range for any skin tone. So I prefer the full size to the travel size. I find that the travel size ones, the bullet is just too narrow and they break too easily. And I don't think you'd regret purchasing one of these. I always have one of these in my car just to keep reapplying. This is a really, really good concealer. NYX is an excellent drugstore brand. I'm trying so much of their brand and been very, very impressed. The price point is outstanding. The only issue with this is that they tend to be out of stock a lot at Target, because that tends to be where I get them from. And the shade range is not that extensive, which I give the drugstore a bit of a break on that because of the cost implication, but I think we should be doing better with shade ranges for tones of skin, NYX, but they may well have done since I bought this last. But in terms of, this one's a little light, you can see. I've been mixing it with a lower colour. This one is CW02. I've been using CW02, 03 and been mixing them together. Now let me tell you, the coverage on this, the feeling, it doesn't cake into your fine lines. It's a really, really good drugstore concealer, and it definitely easily competes with some of its more expensive relatives. So if budgeting is a concern and you don't want to spend a lot of money on concealer, I urge you to try these. Finally is a product that I didn't like and didn't get on with very much, which is a bit of a disappointment because I tend to be a big Urban Decay fan. But this was the Urban Decay Optical Illusion Complexion Primer. Now, I got this, I think, probably in a Sephora Play or in a Birchbox, or it wasn't in Birch, but I think it was in Sephora Play. Now, let me tell you, I am getting a little bit irritated with primers. It's primers for your eyes, primers for your skin, and you do need a good primer, especially if you want your makeup to last you all day and you want to have a good finish. But it is important that you have a primer that deals with your skincare needs. So if it's redness or large pores or that sort of thing. And I just feel like all the brands have gotten the primer bandwagon, and maybe it's just because of my type of skin. When I'll pump this out, when I put it on my skin, I don't know if you can see it here, it just sat on my skin. It didn't absorb, and so it just didn't complement anything I was trying to put on top of my skin. Now it does say in its defense that it's smoothing. Now it does say, now you just see it just sits on my skin. Now it says it's supposed to smooth and pore perfect. Well, I just found it didn't do that. It was, you know, for pore perfecting, I don't think the Benefit pore perfecting primer can be beaten, and I just found this didn't enhance. It just made my skin oily and greasy, and trust me, my skin doesn't need any more help with that. That's my empties for the last sort of few months. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope you found it informative. Please do let me know, leave me a comment. If you're new to my channel, hi, please do subscribe. You can press the button down below. I really appreciate you taking the time. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of your week. Take care of yourselves. Ta-ta for now.